Suffering seems to be one of those unavoidable realities of life. We try hard to avoid it. In my ministry, I've had the great blessing to walk with so many during times of great suffering. People in parishes throughout our archdiocese have suffered the pain caused by racism and discrimination, from gun violence and domestic violence, from injustices and inequalities, from job loss and financial difficulties, from food insecurity and poverty, from grief and loss. The litany of sufferings we could produce could be quite lengthy. Jesus himself knows the pain of suffering. Jesus himself knows what it is we feel and experience as human persons. Jesus had the experience of being rejected, of losing the love of those who once called him friend and teacher, of experiencing the hate of so many strangers. The beauty of Holy Week that we are entering into is to know that even with the suffering that was real, Jesus was willing to offer his whole self for our salvation. Jesus was willing to sit at table with those who would reject him because the love of the Father was even more powerful than the suffering Jesus endured. As we near the end of our Lenten journey, we are invited to remember that Jesus has the power to transform our suffering, those places of deep pain, into a gift that gives life to us and to those around us. Healing is possible. Resurrection is promised. Your sufferings are part of the sacredness of your story, but they are not the totality of your story. God has the power to transform death into life. God has the ability to turn your trials into triumphs. So this Holy Week, let's stay focused on God's promise to give each of us the gift of new and everlasting life.